just here to introduce you to our new CEO, and who I have to say has fit in terrifically so far. I mean, the jury on that's out on Mark has been nothing but positive, and it's nice to hear that we found the right guy. So we're kind of happy about that. But Mark, people need a chance to know you. I'd like a little, from history. I don't care if you started in Australia and worked your way to England, to Russia, to here, but I would like a little Mark Carpenter background.
Yeah, sure, Larry. And thank you very much for inviting me on the podcast. I thought you had to be famous to be on this, so maybe it's infamous. Obviously, the first thing people usually ask me is, where's your accent from?
Mhm.
And it's pretty mixed up. I was born in Australia, lived there for about 10 years, and then moved back with my family to the UK, went to school in the UK, and then did quite a lot of different jobs, primarily in the construction industry, and I spent some time in Russia. And then I ended up 25 years ago coming to the US. So that's sort of the blend of all my accents mixed together. So
And you came here with Hanson?
Yes, came here with Hanson, big British owned at the time,
Right.
building products company. So I came over. I was working for them in the UK, and I was very fortunate. I was working for one of their senior managers who actually became the CEO, and then actually sat on the board of Ferguson later on. Um, so I came over here. They just bought 7 brick companies. They wanted to integrate them all together. I was part of the team that did that, which was great. And then after we did that, I ended up going into a general manager's job in the drainage pipe business, so in the water business.
Where?
So originally it was down in Florida.
Okay.
So I ran that region for a while, and then it's probably one of the few beneficiaries of the great financial crisis because as we tried to save money, I kept getting a bigger job. And I was sort of last man standing in a few places, and so I run the Southeast for them, and then I ran the East Coast. Then I moved to Texas and ran the West Coast, and then eventually they were dumb enough to give me the job of the whole thing. So I ran all of the drainage pipe business, which was about 75 plants back then.
Wow. When did that take place? What years you start running?
So I started there in 2005, and I went all the way through 2019.
Wow. Good
Good run. Yeah,
good
good
run.
run. Yeah,
Nice run.
yeah.
And then when did Dayton Superior come in?
So 2019, I'd really got as far as I could get with Hanson. We'd pretty much done everything. We got bought by private equity. We'd done an IPO. We'd sort of done everything, and I was getting a little bit bored, to be honest. And I got approached by a private equity company to go run a company called Dayton Superior. It was a real turnaround. They were not making a lot of money. It needed quite a lot of injection of new ideas and cash and a new management team. So it was a great opportunity for me.
And it was right in Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah, actually, just outside a little town called Miamisburg, right outside of Dayton. Had to move my family from Texas to Ohio. I think they've just about forgiven me after about 6 or 7 years. So we moved there in 2019, and I ran that. We brought in a new team. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot. We did a lot of neat things over the 5 years I was there, and eventually we successfully sold it to our biggest customer, actually, Whitecap.
Well, you've been with us now for 6 months.
Yep.
So, and you're still here.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't
It's
it?
amazing. So you're still here. You haven't run away, which is good for everybody. What's your gut feeling on the first 6 months and how things have gone so far?
Well, talk about a lot of change for Sigma this year. So you go back, change in ownership after 40 years. I'm coming in. We brought in some other team members. We brought in a COO who's also, I think, a really good fit. Everybody's been here forever. I mean, nobody ever seems to leave.
Nobody leaves.
And there's not really a reason to leave. It's a great company. It's a great
Right.
family atmosphere. The business is doing very well. So it's been really neat to have some new folks come in. We've also got a few new folks on the sales side coming in. So that's really neat to see how well, the existing team has sort of responded to that. Um, I think it's been a lot of fun. We've done well, despite all of the tariff drama and
Yeah,
challenges to our business this year. I think, what I've been really pleased with is we've stuck to what we're good at, so we've focused on service, we've focused on supporting our customers, we've focused on putting inventory in the right places, and that's meant we've done well in what has been a challenging market. Um, and we've also just finished our first acquisition,
that's
which
right.
is also great. So 6 months in and first acquisition. So, it's one of the reasons I came was to help grow the company. It's one of the reasons WinPoint bought the company was to grow it. And so we're already hitting that on all cylinders. So
Which is great. I mean, to have one under our belt, and we
yeah.
just